man, this thing is cooked. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a cool kind of video. I've had this part for a while. I got these actually from a now good friend, George. I bought them from him before he was even a friend. So George, if you're watching, shout out to you. Thank you, bro. But yeah, they are some JDM Fog Lights for the STI. They're in a blue color, which is pretty cool. They come in clear, blue, and they have a multicolor one. Those are pretty cool as well. I would like the multicolors, but I have these and they're pretty rare, so I think I want to stick with these for now. So yeah, we're just installing these on the STI. I kind of got a head start before I picked up the camera. We're taking off the front bumper because for the JDM cars, these lights fit in right here, no problem. But with the USDM cars, the crash wire is, I guess, a little bit bigger for safety reasons. So we're gonna have to remove the front bumper to cut this crash wire up so it'll fit in really nicely. Right now what I'm doing is just removing the front bumper. I have the front grille off. I loosened a bunch of clips. It's kind of boring. We also have to figure out a way to wire this up. Thankfully, the previous owner of this car had some sort of fog light. I'm not sure if they were the JDM one. I doubt it because the crash bar is not cut. They probably had some sort of a fog light because there is a fog light button. All right, so we have both of the covers off, and I think just about every clip to kind of take off the bumper. So now we're just gonna take our Sharpie and mark out in both vents where we need to cut. So I'll just do that real quick. So it's just like a rough little outline of where we'll need to go. All right, the bumper's off, and man, this thing is cooked. I thought my car was super clean, but I mean, I guess not. I think it's just this front section, I hope, but I can't really tell. There's a lot of like stuff on this. Mind you, this is like a 20-year-old car, so stuff like this is bound to happen. But yeah, we're just gonna cut right here. We marked out and cut on the other side right there, and throw the bumper back on. Alright guys, so we actually just ended up taking off the bash bar. It was way too much to cut. I think it would be cool if we actually got like a aftermarket bash bar with a jack point. We probably couldn't use it, but I think it'd look way better. I think one of my friends is actually selling one, so might hit him up, but if not, I'll cut it and I'll put it back on. I promise I won't leave the car without a front bash bar. But yeah, so we have the bumper off. It's on top of the FD. I know some of you guys are crying about it, but it's okay. The FD will get wrapped and body work. It's honestly not in any condition. Don't really worry about that. But in the meantime, we're gonna test fit the covers and install the lights and brackets on. So yeah, actually a cool thing about these lights or these brackets is that this bracket actually hook onto the back, and you won't need to like hold it from the back side if you're just installing this regularly. So yeah, this bracket will just stay just like this. We'll put our light in and we'll have the cover on as well. And then after that, we're gonna figure out this wiring. So as you can see, the old owner had some type of fog light here. I'm not exactly sure if this was the OEM one like they have in the WRXs, but we have this ballast thing that was connected to the headlights, and I noticed that there is a wire that runs right through this harness that connects to one another just like this. So we're gonna snip this part, right, and put this connector this side or this side. I haven't decided yet, but we're gonna put one of these sides here, and then we're gonna wire the other one to the light. And then yeah, that'll be the wiring for the fog light. Should be really simple. All right, so we have the lights installed along with the covers. Fitment is not that bad, but it's not that good either. These are rep covers, so I mean, I was gonna buy these anyways if I ever got lights or figured out how to mount lights. So I'm not really that mad about it. Can't expect much. They're white, I know I have to paint them, so you know, in the meantime we'll just run them white, or maybe even just black it out. But yeah, the lights are on. Both harnesses are done. They don't look bad. We're just going to put it in the car and plug it in and we should be good. All right, so it's been a few days and honestly I've almost given up, but yeah, we cut the bumper support. These are the cuts that I have. Thankfully I don't have to cut any of this. It was a pain getting all this cut, but yeah, this is how the cuts look. It's the same thing on the other side, and I'm glad I get to keep the crash bar. Actually, the bash bar that I want isn't for sale anymore. I guess the company apparently went out of business. So yeah, this is how it looks cut. I already mocked up the bumper to see if it clears, and thankfully it does. This is how it looks on the other side. This bash bar is super duper rusty, and it's unfortunate, but we'll just keep rocking it. I'm literally just gonna throw the bumper back on, and that'll be it. And yeah, the fog lights will officially be on. So let's do some YouTube magic. All right, and there she is. As you can see, we have the covers on. Everything is back on. There's no, nothing hitting each other. The bumper's not fully on though. I still have to button up a few more things, but the lights are on and the cover's on and everything fits fairly well, so I'll call that a success. Now, as you can see, these covers are white because George's car was white, and I started chipping at it, but I never got to fully, stripping the paint and getting it CGM. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably get like a spray can. They sell like CGM colored spray paint, and I'll probably just do that and spray these so it'll match the gray. But for now, the cool part about these fogs is you can actually take this cover off and keep the regular stock cover on. So that's what we're gonna do, and it also protects these lights. So yeah, it works out in the end. Definitely not sure if I feel the whole like ice blue and pink and orange. We changed out these lights so it's not as orange, but you can still see like, the amber in the lights. Hopefully I can get the spray paint soon and, it'll look better. But overall, it doesn't look bad. I like it. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Definitely think it would look better if it was maybe like the multicolor or clear or even yellow. All right, so it looks like we did absolutely nothing, but if we pop this cover off, oh gosh, the lights are in there. I actually have to replace one bulb, so they're not fully functional. And in the meantime, I'll just keep these in my trunk, and whenever I want to rock the fogs, I'll put them on. All right guys, had a little time during work to come out and capture how it looks, and it looks really good. Honestly, it completes the look of the car, and obviously it needs to be painted, but I like it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully we have more mods coming for the STI. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.